Welcome back, everybody. Part 11 of this outdoor kitchen build. Today we're finally going to start building the roof. The weight of this roof is going to be supported by 6x6 posts on each corner of the outdoor kitchen. To mount the posts to the kitchen, I'm going to be using these anchors here. Now these anchors are going to be mounted into the concrete before it dries in each of these holes here. And once they dry, you're not going to have a lot of room for adjustments. So it is really important that when you mount these very square. That way you can build a roof that is square and it'll just be a lot easier to move forward with the entire project. To make this process a little bit easier, I actually splurged and bought a self-leveling laser level. This is an inexpensive one compared to some of the other brands out there, but I think this is going to make this part of the project a lot easier, because to level 4 corners, especially when one corner behind the brick oven is invisible, is not an easy thing to do. So hopefully this will take any guessing out of my equation and I can get my posts up perfectly square, so that way my roof will be square and we can be done with this already. This is going to be the most challenging part of the project. I have my friend Joe helping me out today. We are going to be installing these posts first temporarily to get them into position, and that way I know exactly where to cut each one. Next, I'm going to be using my laser level again to mark my line on all of these posts. Now, the one behind the brick oven I can't get to right now because that laser is being blocked by the brick oven. So we'll install that one later on once all 3 are in. Little tip to save you time: if you're going to use that laser level like I did, it's easier to use it when it's not really sunny out. You'll have an easier time seeing those lasers. I couldn't even get it on camera most of the time. I am leaving 1/4 of the top extended here, so that way I'll have something to screw in my horizontal beams to. You can use lag bolts for this, or you can use something like this. These are the equivalent to lag bolts. The one I'm using is basically as strong as a 1/2-inch lag bolt. For some of the materials and odd things that I'm using in this project, I will put the links in the description for you. That way you can at least check them out and see what exactly it was that I was using, and then you can, of course, make your decision whether or not to buy those things. Now to anchor the last post holder, obviously I don't have wet concrete that I can put it in there, so I am going to be using a concrete bolt to lock it into position, and also some construction adhesive. I am not mounting this last post until everything is square. Once you start installing these horizontal beams, you want to make sure that they're square. And to do that, you want to measure from corner to corner diagonally. And if they are the same measurement, when you measure diagonally, then you know you're square. If they're not, you're going to need to make adjustments. I am not an engineer, and so I designed this roof, but again, I don't have the expert knowledge that somebody who does this for a living would have. So if you're going to do something like this, make sure you consult with an architect and an engineer to make sure that what you're doing is safe. I will eventually put out the designs for this on in my Etsy store. But again, that is just for a reference. I don't want you to assume that I know everything about building roofs, because I don't. But if you're interested in that, I will try to get that out at some point, and I will put the link in the description when it is available. I am going to be notching out each of these rafters, and I did design it in SketchUp, and it's pretty close to what I actually came up with as far as measurements go. Once I cut one, I'm going to just use it as a stencil to cut all of the others, and that'll kind of speed things up a little bit. If you want to support my channel, all you need to do is hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon, and that will let you know when I post new videos. To cut out these notches, you don't really need a bandsaw. I have one, so I found that it's going to be quicker, but you can use a handheld jigsaw, or you can just use a handheld saw, and that would work too. If you want to see how I built this kitchen, you can check out all the other parts. They're linked in the description, or if you just wait to the end of this video, the icon should pop up for the playlist, or you can just go to my channel page and check it out there. I'm actually scribing a line here rather than measuring because I think that's going to get me a more perfect fit. I'm adding these additional braces to give this horizontal beam a lot more strength and hopefully prevent it from bowing, since the entire weight of the roof is actually sitting on top of it. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in this video that I'm not explaining in much detail. If you have questions specifically about something that I'm doing, put them in the comments and I will do my best to get back to you. For added strength and support and for aesthetic purposes, I am adding these braces, and I think they look really cool, and they are going to provide a lot more strength to my structure, but you don't need to curve them. And I know a bandsaw is not typically something that most people would have in their garage, so if you don't have a bandsaw, you could maybe manage doing it by hand with a jigsaw, but again, it's not necessary. I've seen a lot of these types of structures online and they don't put a curve in there, it's just straight. So that's completely up to you. If you want to see how I built the other parts of this kitchen, I will put all of the links in the description, or you can just wait to the end of this video and the icon should pop up on the end screen, or you can just go to the channel page and they're all there too. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit that bell icon. I'm also on Instagram, and if you want to see what progress I've made since I've uploaded this video, I usually post pictures and videos of the things that I'm doing way before I post them on YouTube, so you can check that out. I'll link that in the description. In the next part of this epic build, we are going to install the chimneys for both the wood-fired barbecue and the brick oven, and we're going to finish the roof, and we're really going to have a functional kitchen at that point. So check it out. I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one.